I find it very difficult of expressing how I feel with certain people in fear of being misunderstood or upsetting someone to the point where I don't say anything at all. How am I able to overcome this? Well, firstly, ask yourself, why do you want to overcome it? I think that's important for you to sit on and reflect upon, because most people don't ever overcome it. They don't. Most people, how many of you agree, are kind of trapped in their trance like a zombie every single day, doing what they've always done, and unfortunately living a life that's heavily resembling one of a popularity contest. At the same time, a world of comparisons. We just live in this world, not really observing what is, we're just in it, right? That's how everyone reacts and acts. So therefore, if you're choosing to be different, ask yourself, why do you want to be different? You don't have to. That's a choice you're making for yourself. Observe that intention. Infer that meaning for yourself, because that will motivate you to do that action more. In terms of why you're finding it difficult to express your truth to others is because, think about this, back in the cavemen era, if you would have done anything or said anything and you was forced to leave a tribe, that meant you had to fend alone, meaning your life was endangered. So belonging is actually part of our survival programming. And you'll know how true that really is because we've all tried to fit into a group, right? Like back at home, like we all tried to fit into a group that we know we don't belong to. And you felt so fake, but you're just doing it because everyone was doing it. How many know what I'm talking about? You knew that you shouldn't be there, but you're just smiling along because that's what everyone's doing. And so you felt so fake, felt so guilty afterwards, yes or no? So you know how much your mind just wants to fit in, even if it doesn't fit in, right? So the key here is about you finally separating yourself from that programming, that deep desire for you to be approved by others. And realize this, no matter what you do in life, even if you do everything perfectly, right? Even if you try to be liked by everybody, here's the disappointing fact about life. Just wake up to the truth that stop trying to be liked by everybody because you don't even like everybody. No matter what you do in life, somebody is not gonna like you because that's a human being. So play the game to win. You know, it was Kurt Cobain who once said, "I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I am not." So true when you agree. That's the place we want to get to. Yes or no, LMA family? Get to a place where you're so authentic that the people who are not meant to be in your life are just repulsed by it. And the people who are meant to be there are attracted to you because you're owning yourself more. And that's when you're stepping into your authenticity. So how do you know when you're being authentic? Well, naturally, people who dislike you tend to dislike you more. That's how you know. And the people who like you begin to love you more, right? And here's the crazy thing. Even if you dislike somebody right now in your life, you notice somebody who displays authenticity kind of appeals to you somewhere deep down. What do I really mean? We've all heard somebody saying an unpopular opinion before, and you're like, oh, that's a tough statement they just said. But deep down, even if you hate them, you can't help but acknowledge the fact that they're being brave and true to themselves in that moment. How many know what I'm talking about? This might be some people in the media. You might hate their guts, but because they're willing to speak and vocalize their truth, you can't help but think, wow, that person's truthful. So remember, being authentic, it can help you, provided you let it.